Hi there. This will be a quick video for the most random thing. This Huawei, it seems it's original actually, I wasn't expecting that when I bought it. I think it has a sticker somewhere, right about here. 2-in-1 data cable. And why is it 2-in-1? Because it has this thingy right here, an adapter. So in theory, in vacation, you just take one cable and you have both Type-C and micro USB for other devices, which is awesome. So let's get to it. The length of it, 1.5 meters, 2-in-1, already said that. And the current is 2 amps. So if you have a charger, let me show you one, like this, that knows 40 watts, and it actually goes to 4 amps, well, this might not do the trick. We will see, we will test that, because my phone is about 40% charged, so it might want to draw the full 10 volts and 4 amps. But again, we will see. And in here, same thing all over again. Packaging, as always, quite good from Huawei, as I would expect. Here we have this white sticker, meaning that this cable presumably comes also in black. But now for us, again, I'm not using a tripod, so things will not be as easy as they could be. My work area is still not finished because life, and when you have small children, everything gets so complicated. Let's get this out of the box. Ooh, this is actually nicer than I expected. Didn't actually realize that it's a flat cable. I think it's called a ribbon cable or something like that. And the dehumidifier just kicked in. This is the cable model, so it's AP55, if I remember right. It's also, oh, actually no, it's the S. Camera, focus. AP55S is the one that we have. So yeah, safety information, I'm not going to read it. You read it yourself in case you need this thing, the code right here. Feel free to pause at any moment to read this thing. But overall, should be only fairly standard stuff. We have this little thingy to keep it all together. I never knew the name of these things. Let me just search online. What's the name for this? Oh Jesus, it's Velcro. I should have known that. I heard the term 100 times, I think, but I didn't realize that it's actually the term for all of them that have this type of fixing. Fluff and then some hooks on the other side. Anyway, so this is actually fairly thick. I've seen ribbon cables, I have one in my car, and for the same thickness it actually takes more amps. That one takes 5 amps. But no, this one doesn't have the wider pads. So yes, presumably this cannot take 5 amps, as they say on the packaging. Anyway, so here we have the micro USB, and here we have USB Type-C. Let's plug this into the wall and the phone at the end of this, because the Huawei P30 Pro has the Type-C style connector. And let's remember that micro USB has a direction of plugging in. I'm not even sure I plugged it in all the way. Presumably no, I will do it with both hands so I don't break it. So you might need to rotate it for it to properly plug in, although from the shape of it, I think it's kind of designed to plug in like this, because if you rotate it, you would also rotate this. Let's plug it in and stop talking. And yes, it goes all the way in, and at this point it almost looks like a standard cable. So it's not way bulkier, it's just a little bit of a longer plastic in here. So that's good enough. Let's plug this in and see what we get. just something that I want to point out. Obviously, this is much easier to damage the cable itself being longer and also the connector in your phone, because you have more leverage on it. So if you drop it or do something while this is plugged in, that's going to be not fun at all. So what I recommend, you use this stationary, not with I don't know, a power bank or something like that, or in your car, for example. I don't think it's a good idea. This on your desk, don't touch the phone while it's charging. So you have some conveniency in here, but also disadvantages. So yeah, let's continue to use this. And here you can see the speed that I'm getting while copying from my Huawei P30 Pro. Some quite large files. So it's varying a lot, but on average I think it's about 25 megs per second or something like that, presumably. So that's quite good. And this is how it looks like plugged into the phone, and this is what I'm talking about when I say that you need to be kind of careful with it, because you have lots of leverage with this being so long up until the cable starts to get flexible. So all of this could break the connector of your phone when using USB Type-C, obviously, because then it's when it's at its longest. But anyway, quite stationary. But we've been using it for vacations for about half a year, so many times. It actually is awesome to have both types of connectors on a single good cable. Basically, you take only one cable with you, and no issues from that point on, not having something or the cable not making contact or something like that. This is a decent quality cable. So yeah, overall that's about it for this video. Yes, if you don't mind the fact that it's a bit on the thicker side, doesn't carry more than 2 amps, so not really high speed charging that the Huawei P30 Pro can do max. And also for data copying, you could see I'm getting about 25 megs from the Huawei P30 Pro. If all of that is okay with you, it's an awesome quality cable and not too expensive. So that's about it for this video. Hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.